So here's a mystery for you. Why are colleges across the country purchasing gaming PCs for their school? Well, the answer might surprise you. But first, we need to begin with some backstory. In October of 2022, Team Intel at Insight launched a $30,000 esports makeover contest to give a college an opportunity through written submission or video to win $30,000 of powerful Intel-based gaming devices and upgrades for their school's esports lab. Team Intel at Insight has been doing makeovers since 2018 for healthcare, small and medium businesses, and local governments, but this year they decided to take a bold step into the world of esports.
Intel internally was looking at, where can we make some impact?
I was so thrilled when I heard that we were going to be able to partner with Insight.
With this new contest launched, another mystery emerged. How do you get the attention of busy athletic directors, esports coaches, and college administrators and get them to apply? Insert, well, me. My name's Coach Alne, and I'm most well known for being the first esports influencer on TikTok. So, Team Intel reached out to me to create a video to help promote the contest. I've teamed up with Insight to announce the Intel $30,000 Esports Makeover Contest. All you have to do is get one person from your school to fill out this quick form, and you're entered. And it worked. We received 192 submissions in just 2 weeks. With the contest a success, Team Intel then sent me on a trip across the country to meet with the winning school and share the impact of esports and this contest. Hundreds of applications came in, but the winner was Catawba Valley Community College. Catawba Valley is a community college in Hickory, North Carolina that serves around 3,000 students every year. To help share their story, I first sat down with their esports head coach, Cody Dalton, to learn more about their journey getting esports started.
A lot of times when I'd be working on my sports information stuff, I'd have like a second monitor up, and I usually have Twitch up. I was a big Tim the Tatman guy, and I love the idea of content creation or whatnot. So our athletic director, he reached out to me one summer and he said, do you know that like collegiate esports is gonna be a thing? And I had no idea what he was talking about. I thought he was kind of pulling my leg at one point.
I saw the growth of it, and I thought it was a great opportunity, especially at our level for a junior college. We have a lot of students that we're trying to bring in, and I thought esports was a great way to find a new group of students and get them involved in athletics. So the big part was making sure that we had a coach or manager over it.
When he asked me to do it, he said, I think you'd be a good fit for it. So, I went to college to teach and coach basketball. I love just the idea of just molding young people and helping young people. It's not basketball, but it's competitive esports. But I took the same pride in it, and I was like, yeah, let's run with it. Let's get this thing going. So.
In the fall of 2019, Cody held his very first interest meeting for esports, which launched this program's, well, humble beginnings.
I ended up having 5 students. One was academically ineligible. 2 did not have enough credit hours to be able to be a part of the team. And so I had 2 students. I had Bradley Jameson and Brandon Boyles.
I was always kind of a shy kid growing up, and I never really talked much to anybody. I didn't really have a plan going into college. I was just kind of doing it because I thought it was the right thing to do. And then I started with esports, and I talked to Coach, and esports just kind of made me want to do better in classes because I kind of figured out my niche and like what I wanted to do in life. And that made me want to push myself and strive to be the best student, teammate, and player that I could be.
Even with a program of 2, esports was already making a positive impact on the students at Catawba Valley, but there was a major problem. They still had nowhere to play from.
I was like, well, we gotta have somewhere to play. So we finally found a classroom. It had a projector, and then we're trying to figure out how to get this projector to a switch. So we had a stool, a trash can, a switch with a wire that went all the way up to the top of the projector. And we played Smash Bros that first semester.
And we did pretty good, I think, our first year.
It was what it was for that first semester. And then obviously the pandemic happens. We go into competing, and it's just crazy. The campus is locked down, and weirdly enough, we had a couple more students interested, and we grew from 2 to about 5. We were just the most random crew of people, but like I still believed in it, and I still like saw the light. Like I was like, I really think this can be something. So I was like, there's got to be kids out there, like me. I was the big kid that was in band and loved video games. Like they're out there. Like it's just got to find them. And then we come out of it. The following semester, I sat down with our president and I said, I have 2 favors to ask you. And he said, what's that? I said, I need a dedicated space on campus so that I can do this esports thing right, and I promise you I will. And I need tools, I need computers, I need, things to get us going. I said, even if it's just bare minimum, whatever we can get, but something to like get us going.
My son, he was playing these games all the time, and he started talking about the opportunities for competitive gaming and what all was happening in that environment. And then this guy, Cody Dalton, came into the picture and started talking to me about the possibility of starting an esports team here. My motivation has always been to engage students in the classroom, because when I was coming through the traditional high school and four-year university pathway, I realized that a lot of times our faculty members or our institutions didn't really value us as individuals, and that didn't inspire me to learn. And so my real passion for this, it was changing the game and doing something innovative so that it was different from what I experienced, because I lost out on opportunities to learn just because I wasn't engaged. It really started with thinking about, you know, the where and the how. Do we have a facility, a location that would be conducive to that type of thing? How do we get the equipment? Because this is not a well-funded program in North Carolina Community College. It's not a moneymaker, but Cody was aggressive.
We had a business in the community say, we'll give you $8,000 if somebody will match it. Our president went out and found the match. We had the money for basically the startup money. We ordered equipment. I was like, well, we gotta have somewhere to play.
We luckily had a place up in the student center, and I remember it used to be an old cafeteria kind of area, but they had emptied it out and just had vending machines in it. And I remember taking Cody up there and saying, what do you think about having an arena up here?
It had Kermit green walls. It looked hideous. I mean, it was a lot of stuff that needed to be moved, fixed.
Once we got that, we were able to kind of have the space, and then it was from there, how do we design it? How do we lay it out to have a successful esports arena?
I remember the first day we started putting stuff together, like we made it a team project, and everybody was so excited because it was like, you felt like you were a part of something, like you're building it, and that just kind of lit a fire under me to like, I want to keep this thing going and just keep building it, you know, because it can be an outlet for students, I really believe. I mean, when you have that passion, like when you really see that vision of like, you know it can impact people, it drives you even more, so.
With the Esports Lab in place and Cody's 2 requests fulfilled, the esports program at Catawba Valley began to grow rapidly. By 2023, they had grown to 42 athletes, making them the 2nd largest program on campus. Unfortunately, with time also comes problems.
I think schools that get into esports, they think that like, oh, it's easy and we'll just set up a room and this is what happens, but like there's a lot of stuff you have to future-proof for, and you have to think about. You look at Xboxes. I mean, we don't play on Xbox One anymore, we play on Series X's, and
like we're begging for Coach, we need an upgrade. We need some new PCs like yesterday, like come on.
Things will start to look grainy, things will start to feel slow.
At times we got screen tearing, lag spikes.
It just wasn't up to spec with a bunch of other like collegiate programs.
We can always make do with whatever equipment we have, but the better the equipment, the better of an edge we get against other opponents.
And we're having to change rapidly with technology advancements and also how people learn.
You know, one thing about Intel is that we're always looking at the innovation, how that's going to improve the lives of, you know, we talk about every human, and gaming is no exception. When you really start peeling the layers off of what esports is all about, you see skills like communication, collaboration, problem solving that we want to see in schools anyway, but esports is just a great avenue to bring in those skill sets and make it fun at the same time.
And as luck would have it, Cody would stumble upon my video on Twitter and apply to the Intel $30,000 esports makeover contest.
This is a junior college. When you walk on this campus, we take great pride in
And to his surprise, they won.
And what's funny is we're all sitting in the arena. We were trying to put it on a speaker, and we couldn't hear what it said. And they were like, "Coach, what did they say?" And I heard them. I was like, I don't know if he's lying, but he's like, he just said we won.
I turned to my brother, I'm like, bro, Osmar, we just got the 30 grand.
It was just like a miracle.
Just like, thank God.
I wish I could like show you the expression on my face because it was just pure joy.
And then they started freaking out. I was freaking out.
I think he about cried.
I never underestimate him at all now.
Pun intended, it's a game changer, but like for us to win something like this, because it ensures that we'll be here for a good while.
Over the summer, Cody worked with the team at Inisight to go on the ultimate shopping spree. In total, his program received 12 new top-of-the-line gaming computers from MSI powered by Intel Core i7 processors, as well as streaming equipment, new monitors, headsets, keyboards, and mice. A total refresh and a brand new look for the Esports Lab.
We were excited because it was an opportunity for our students to have some of the best equipment and have enough equipment to continue to keep growing our program and our team.
We're able to field more teams and have more students, give more opportunities. You know, I've seen it this past year. We had 5 kids sign with 4-year colleges. I have had them like cry on me and say, "Coach, I got a scholarship to go play at a major Division I esports program because of this place is here. And if I didn't know this place was here, you know, I wouldn't have known otherwise."
We have students that oftentimes may not know what they want to major in, may not know where they want to go. They're able to come here, start their program, start esports, and that might open up career opportunities or majors that they want to go to.
And so we're going to work hard to sustain it and let it grow naturally with Cody's leadership and the quality of student athletes that he recruits.
There may be people out there that they need something to drive them and to light a fire under them, and maybe it's this. And if it is, then you know that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Like, to give them that hope and that inspiration and that power to be like, I can do anything. And I think there's so many people that are introverted, they're just kind of in a weird spot. They need that, and I think this esports gives it to them, and this program gives it to them.
Thanks to Insight for making us better players with all this equipment.
Thanks to Insight, we're going to be able to compete at our best this year.
Thanks to Insight, we're going to win nationals.
The impact of esports is real. I could feel it every second I was in their esports lab. So, if you're a college looking to start an esports program, I promise you the only regret you will have is not starting sooner. It can be intimidating, but that's why Insight is here to help.
There's a lot of flexibility that Insight has over other folks in this space to be able to meet needs of schools, and really it's trying to be anything and everything a school could need, as well as like that back-end expertise to help understand what this is, why people are doing it, how it actually works on a campus.
Having a vendor that's given us the knowledge to grow that we may not have walking in, I think is super beneficial, because we do that already for other sports as well.
And it's not just a PC or a laptop or whatever, it's furniture, it's AV, it's paint, it's carpeting, like all these different pieces. And then also like, okay, how do we build a job description for a coach? Do we need a full coach? Do we need, like, going through all those pieces of the puzzle? That is part of Insight's MO anyways. We want to make sure you're successful and you're built for success.
With this new setup, the program here at Catawba will be able to grow into the largest athletic team on campus and open those benefits you heard about earlier to more and more students each year.
But here's the crazy part. Even though every college across the country has tons of gamers on campus, very few of them have an esports lab to give those students a home.
The NAIA reports an average cost of $6.5 thousand per student athlete. In esports, we can equip a student with their own private gaming station and everything they need to compete for a third of that.
But don't take my word for it. Reach out to the professionals here at Insight and they'll be able to hook you up with whatever equipment you need to run the next big activity on your campus.